Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here with a quick update on the forecast. We've been looking at some sunshine out there today, but oh man, have those winds been terrible, causing some blowing snow in the region, mainly in those open and rural areas. So if you're in town, maybe not as noticeable, but the sunshine certainly appearing very nice here on this cold and windy day. Here's a live look outside here from your Lewis and Otto Live Camera Network. You can see downtown Rochester, not too bad when it comes to that blowing, but notice off here to the Albert Lee area, you can see where we have the nice sunshine, but you can still see some of that blowing coming across highway or I-35 there. So noticing some of that. So we'll continue on with those stronger winds here into this evening. So still looking at the potential for some blowing snow in those rural and open areas heading into tonight and early Friday. So let's take a look at those current wind speeds and gusts in the area. Currently, those wind speeds are sustained at about 15 to 25 miles per hour, but we have areas like here in Rochester where we're seeing gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour. Gusts nearing 30 miles per hour towards Decorah and Austin, Charles City area. So still some strong winds are expected here heading into tonight. Right now, we are starting to see those temperatures falling, and we'll look to continue to see conditions getting colder as the night continues as we move into our first alert days here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday due to this extreme cold, this surge of Arctic air rolling into the region. So right now we're looking at air temperatures still above zero at this point in time. Owatonna now dipping to 1 below. It's currently 0 in Rochester and Dodge Center, same for the Zumbrota area. But across the board, wind chill values are sub-zero, mainly into the single digits to 20s below zero, and especially where we have some of those stronger wind gusts, we'll see some colder feeling conditions. So air temperatures will tumble here in the coming hours. We'll stay sub-zero into the overnight and throughout our Friday. Notice wind chill values as we head towards early tomorrow morning, nearing the 40 to 50 below range here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. So again, extreme cold on the way. We have an extreme cold warning for all of southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, much of the upper Midwest. Our local area will see that alert in effect from 9 o'clock tonight through noon on Friday. Looking ahead to your Friday, expect it to be a very cold day across the board. Air temperatures will stay sub-zero all day long. Wind chill values, again, anywhere from 25 to 45 below. We'll continue to track more on these extremely cold and dangerous conditions ahead. That's in store in your first alert weather later on in the broadcast. More Midwest Access is ahead. Welcome back to Midwest Access. I'm meteorologist Sarah Gannon. We are tracking now our extreme cold on the way here for tomorrow and into this weekend. We have a series of first alert days ahead. The good news is we are done with the snow. However, the snow is not done with us. We've been looking at some very strong winds in the area here today. So if you were a commuter or traveling outside of city limits into those rural open areas, you likely noticed some of that blowing snow there on the highways and the county roads. So that has been kind of our bigger concern here throughout today, has been that concern for blowing snow. So sometimes it's a good visibility. It's just kind of moving along the roads. Other times it's impacting that visibility significantly. So here's a look at some of those wind speeds in the area. We have gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour right now in Rochester, gusts nearing 30 miles per hour in Austin, Albert Lee, Charles City, Decorah, even stronger than that out towards La Crosse. So strong winds across the board. That will continue for a few more hours here this evening. So right now we are looking at air temperatures falling. They've been falling here for the last couple of hours. Right now we are sitting at 0 here in Rochester. Other spots still above 0. Notice off towards Dodge Center, Zumbrota, Owatonna now below 0 for their air temperature. Wind chill values across the board now have been below 0 into the teens and sneaking into those 20s. You want to take a further look out here at what cold is expected for us as we look ahead later on to tonight. Notice up towards Bemidji right now, air temperature is 22 below. Their wind chill value right now is 51 below. So we are looking at cold conditions like that sinking their way into our neck of the woods during the overnight. So early Friday morning is when we'll be expecting the coldest of those conditions for the area. Right now, we do have an extreme cold warning for all of southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. This will be in effect from 9 o'clock tonight until noon tomorrow, and then we'll transition into a cold weather advisory Friday throughout the remainder of the day, extending heading into early Saturday. And I do want to zoom out and show you just how expansive this extreme cold warning is for us here in the upper Midwest. All of North Dakota, all of Minnesota, all of Wisconsin, and this does bleed into a good portion of Iowa, portions of South Dakota, Nebraska, Illinois, and back into a good chunk of Michigan as well. So some extremely cold conditions are on the way here for the upper Midwest. Let's take a look here at what wind chill values will be looking like here over the next 24 to 48 hours. Heading into the rest of tonight, we'll see more of that cold Arctic air sinking in. So by 6 a.m., many of us could be looking at wind chill values anywhere from, say, 40 to 50 below, waking up and heading out the door. The wind chill values are expected to stay into the 30s below zero for much of the day. We will see some minor improvement as we start to head into Saturday, dropping back into the 20s below zero, but still, regardless, it will be an extremely cold stretch of weather here for the next few days. Heading into Saturday afternoon, should be jumping back into the teens, but still more cold air on the way heading into Sunday as well. So again, recapping here, Friday morning, tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., wind chill values locally will be anywhere from, say, 40 to 50 below. So dangerously cold conditions. Do your best to try and stay inside if you can, stay warm. If you do have to venture out, make sure you're bundled up. But air temperatures will not rise above zero. Tomorrow will stay sub-zero all day long for our Friday and Saturday. Looking to see some improvement heading into next week, which is good news. But first alert days do continue through Sunday. That's a look at your first alert weather.